Howdy doody guys, I'm Howlin'5,
Dabba dabba doo.
and today I'm joined with, and,
Chico Jones, 1021.
and today, we're back for another episode of the Minecast. First thing I want to say, thank y'all so much for 400 followers on Twitter. It's not a big number, but it is a number, and I'm pretty dang proud of it. So thank y'all. Secondly, Jacoby Jones screaming, or not really screaming, but yelling Jacoby Jones in the intro honestly reminds me of Gibby from iCarly.
I didn't yell Jacoby.
I know, I'm just saying, every time you go, Jacoby Jones, it reminds me of Gibby. Gibby!
Did you hear what I interrupted?
That show.
I heard you go adiba dabba diba dabba.
No, I said yabba dabba doo, you know who.
Yabba dabba doo, king is gone. So.
Said yep. No.
Huh?
Said yabba dabba doo, it's you know who.
Yeah. But no, I just want it to be known that every time Jacoby Jones goes, Jacoby Jones, it just reminds me of Gibby from iCarly.
Jacoby. 1021.
I legitimately get Vietnam flashbacks from iCarly.
Don't worry, one time when we're filming, I'll pick that off and yell Jacoby.
Us if we ever end up doing the couch talks. I don't think that'd be like the first episode of Couch Talks, but at some point on Couch Talks, if that ever becomes a thing, me and Jacoby are gonna end up shirtless. I guarantee it.
That's big for
Huh?
So that's big for Jacoby because he don't take his shirt off very often.
Big for me, because I also don't take my shirt off very often.
I think the only people that have seen me without a shirt, besides my family, is you,
Shut
Lotion.
up. I'm your family.
You, Lotion, and your girlfriend.
Shut up, I'm your family.
I meant blood family.
I am blood.
You're close blood.
No, you don't remember what happened in 5th grade.
I really don't. I can tell you much about my childhood friends.
I can tell you that about Buddy Dolphin. Anybody who understands the butter sausage reference, you're awesome. I don't think Jacoby or Star knows about the buttered sausage.
Never even heard of it.
So, this is gonna reference something that happened when I was not living in India. We got Stargamer, me and Star's sister, got Stargamer to watch, what's the movie? Silver Bullet. It's a Stephen King movie about him. The uncle in that movie, Star's sister said that's gonna be what I look like in like 50 years, some along those lines. Well, the uncle in that movie is played by Gary Busey, I think his last name is.
Busey?
Yeah, Busey. Very popular actor. Well, not that long ago, either him himself or an impersonator, I don't know. You guys watching this probably will. I don't. I didn't look that much into it. But basically, a guy who was either actually Gary or someone posing as Gary was on like an interview, and it went viral and it was just Gary yelling, "I want to talk about warm butter sausage." Huh?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I want to talk about warm butter sausage. It's just in my head constantly now. Anytime I think about him, it's just butter sausage. Buttered sausages.
I have a topic question for you, starting out.
Okay.
What are your views on Valentine's Day?
Oh, You know, that's a good question.
I just wasted a bunch of money.
It's not wasted, per se.
Yeah.
If y'all break up, it's wasted.
No, because I'll get it all back with the receipt.
Fair point. Fair point. Yeah, I don't know about Valentine's Day. I don't think I've ever, like, actually seriously, like, celebrated Valentine's Day.
Really?
No, I don't think I have.
Oof, sad boy.
Not really. I mean, it's just... I feel like Valentine's Day is like a back burner holiday in my mind. Like, I'm much more into the camp of prioritizing Christmas, anniversary, and like my significant other's birthday than I am Valentine's Day. Like, I acknowledge Valentine's existence. Like, I generally can't remember. Like, I don't think me and Star have ever really done anything for Valentine's Day.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just not really a holiday that I like.
Listen, it's one of my favorites because I'm ADHD and I love spoiling people. It gives me lots of dopamine.
Yeah, see, like, I just spent way too many Valentine's Days lonely as a kid. So I just kind of... I was definitely the kid in elementary school that just got no Valentines in their little paper sack that was duct taped to their desk.
Ooh.
My mom would literally stay up all night, like... Because, like, my mom was weird. My mom was weird with stuff like that. Like, anytime we had, like, a class holiday thing, she would, like, Christmas, she would make me make something for everyone. Like, help her make something. So, like Valentine's Day, Halloween, Christmas, everybody. So I was over here getting absolutely nothing, and it's like, yeah. Huh?
I remember that, second grade.
Yeah. Because my mom, with Valentine's Day, it was like, yeah, Dale's a little fruity. So, what we're gonna do is, even for the guys, we're gonna give them something, and instead of like, you know, will you be my Valentine's Day like that, it's just gonna be nice things about them. So we'd be at the kitchen table at like 3 in the morning on a school day. She'd get me up early for that stuff. And she'd be like, well, what's something nice you could say about Tade? Mom, don't make me, please, for the love of God. Don't make me think of something nice to say about Tade. I don't think anybody ever really had anything nice to say about that kid. Certainly not me or Jacoby.
Hey, no. To this day, couldn't tell you something nice about him.
Yeah. He's blonde there.
I like your blonde hair.
He wouldn't have been put in a chamber in 1943. Nicest thing I'd say about that kid. What?
You didn't need to take it there.
Huh?
You didn't have to take it there.
That was the nicest boy to take it. But yeah, no, it was just like, I never really got into Valentine's Day. It was just another day of the year for me. Then again, a lot of holidays, like since my mom's passed away, have just kind of become another day. Like Halloween. Don't celebrate Halloween really anymore. I celebrate Christmas more, like, with Star than I really do, like, my actual, like, at-home family. But, I don't know, man. I'm just not a big holiday person, to be honest. I see, like, especially, like, federal holidays, I just see that as, like, an excuse to get off of work. It's just meh. I don't know. Star, what about you? What's your views on Valentine's Day?
I don't exactly know what to say about that since I've never actually celebrated it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the first year we were together, I may have like mentioned something about it, like, do you want anything or something like that? But I think kind of after that, it just like we never really brought it up.
I don't believe you did.
Okay.
You made an edit.
Yeah, the edit. Okay, yeah.
Which I don't even know where that went. I have it saved, but I have probably almost 2,000 pictures saved on my phone.
Yeah.
So it's just gone. Not really. But, you know.
I could make like a very like mean comment there, but I'm not going to.
I don't know you.
I was gonna say like, yes, I make an edit for Star. She doesn't know where it's at, but she can send me like a meme she sent me a year ago.
They have albums. I don't put everything in that.
She literally just hit me with the.
You know what?
The memes are in their own folder. My memes are sorted alphabetically.
Okay, the recent ones I recently saved, but I have other ones.
Babe, I know.
I
I'm just pulling your leg. I'm just pulling your leg. I feel like this is like the most like decently in-depth conversation we've really had on the Minecast. It's usually like, what are your views on cheese? What are your thoughts on the Middle East? No, we're talking about a holiday that is celebrated by millions every single year and makes corporations millions upon billions of dollars. And Jacoby is silent. Is he even alive over there?
I have no idea.
Are y'all jacking around in the GC or like what's going on?
I haven't even been in the GC.
I heard his sister
Besides
just
playing a
now.
game.
He may have like generally had to leave the room.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, just found the edit. You know, I'm very smart. I could have looked in videos to begin with. Although I don't even... 4 videos in total, I have 508.
Jesus.
And you're gonna love this if I can figure out how to do something.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Jeez.
I fell
You don't want to know
You
how many
fell
pictures I have.
asleep.
Yeah.
I don't even know
How
I
did
had that
you
many.
manage that? Jacoby, the next time you come to my house, I'm sending you home with Orions. Speaking of that... Nope, I'm not doing it again.
Not on the Minecast.
Not on the Minecast, I did it too many times. Jacoby placed a ban hammer on me.
Sure did.
As the sun goes down. But yeah, speaking of Jacoby falling asleep, I think the next conversation should be about the topic of today's Minecast episode. If you've seen the title, you know where this is going. If you haven't seen the title, Why are you on this stream/video? How did you get here without reading the title?
Did you make that the title because of the songs I was listening to?
Yes! That's a creeper! Oh my god, you...
Creepers want to be your friends.
They just want to explode on you.
And
They
apparently destroy part of the treehouse.
They just destroyed my only way of... See, that's the problem with my stick being broken. It's like, I can't, like... I just I wanna go in my bed and I wanna lick my wounds. Jesus. But no, the next conversation I want to have is, Star, I know you don't really drink coffee. Is that...
I've never had it, and I want to try, like, old coffee.
Okay. So what would y'all say is your favorite, like, flavor of coffee?
I mean, I can't exactly say that, because I haven't really had any.
It's...
But I'll try French vanilla, because French vanilla anything is good.
Oh. I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. That's fun. Jacoby's asleep again. I don't get how he goes from, like, full energy to dead.
Normally me.
Star, you're never at full energy level.
Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not.
I fake my full energy, okay?
Yeah.
I haven't been at full energy since I was 10 years old. What are you talking about?
Jacoby, you give me mesothelioma.
If you or a loved one is suffering from mesothelioma or anything, so please call this hotline.
You're a loved one suffering from, please stop. If your loved one is suffering from being gay.
Hey, that's a brand, you can't say that.
Might.
You can't say that.
Can I actually... I wanna...
You have to place a block. Like, get a block under the dirt and beside it. Then you can place your wood. I meant on top of the dirt block. Like from the one you just placed.
Stick drift is gonna make me wrap a mouse cord around neck. My own neck, preferably. I'll take any neck at this point.
Okay. You want me to go with your title? I have a question.
Okay.
What do you think, in your opinion, causes depression?
Chemical imbalance in the brain.
Okay, but what do you think causes that imbalance?
Stupid people. Final answer.
What?
Stupid people, final answer.
Oof.
Is that proper? I feel like that's... No, that is not proper.
What do you think are 5 important
5 important things you should know about a person.
Depression.
Oh, depression. I thought you said a person. I was like, blood type?
Okay.
What?
Did I give you mesothelioma? Okay.
I think the number one thing people should know about depression is it's like a river. It ebbs and it flows. It's not a constant. It's not something you're always going to feel. Just because you have a moment of clarity, just because it goes away for a period of time, does not mean it's not going to come back. Depression isn't always... How do I word?
You want to know what you do? You cause cerebral...
How do I word? No, I would say the biggest thing really with depression is just it comes and it goes. It's not going to be constant. It's not a permanent part of life. Just because it goes away for a while does not mean it's permanently gone, and just because you have it doesn't mean you're always going to have it. There's a lot of depression's not always an illness. It's not always something that you can control, and it's not always something that you can't control. Depression comes in many different forms. It's a spectrum.
Still cause cerebral.
How about you just shut up and let me talk? Or actually talk. You ever heard mumbling about cerebral palsy, and it's like, okay, you want to talk about cerebral palsy? Let's talk about Josh Blue.
I didn't say palsy. I said atrophy, and I said cause it.
I think the word you're looking for is brain damage.
It's called the loss of brain cells. It's cerebral atrophy.
Brain rot. Excuse me. Huh?
I said you give me dementia.
It's a good thing. It lets you forget your trauma.
Wish. That's the only thing I can remember.
Jacoby's a trauma mama. Trauma mama ding dong.
Jacoby has lots of reasons for that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't honestly say I've really ever experienced depression in, like, the sense of it actually being depression. I've definitely experienced heavy sadness. I've definitely been in dark places in my life, but I would never say that I was depressed. Which I think, not just as a person, but really as a... Not just as a man, but really as a person. Saying that you've experienced depression is one of the hardest things in your life. Because it's...
Real have is one of the hardest things.
It's kind of like admitting a fault in yourself. It's like, I don't want to compare this, and don't think I'm comparing this in a literal sense. But with a lot of people admitting that they have depression, it's kind of like soldiers admitting they have PTSD. You don't want to admit it. It's one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but once you have admitted that that is something that you have, it's a lot easier to treat, it's a lot easier to cope with, and it's really just a lot easier to function. I mean, I guess both would be said for PTSD and depression. In a lot of cases, depression and PTSD do go together. Yeah. But I'm not at all trying to say like, oh, your average person with depression has had it just as hard as soldiers with PTSD. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that for a lot of people, it is very difficult to admit there's something wrong with them. Which I think everyone's that way. I mean, I'm sure if a child had autism and no one told them they had autism throughout their life, it'd be very difficult for them to, in their, as an adult, say, you know what, I actually have autism. That's why we diagnose children at young ages with mental illnesses. It's easier for them to understand, hey, yeah, that's a thing that I have, let's fix it. When you're an adult finding out about stuff like that, it's a lot easier to say, nah, it couldn't be me. And then you just kind of go on with that. It's like anxiety. I never, ever wanted to admit that I had anxiety. It was very hard for me to really say to a counselor, like, yeah, I have panic attacks. I have times where I completely shut down. It was difficult. But, sometimes you just gotta be truthful with yourself. Being true with yourself is the first step to being true with others. Jacoby, are you in, like, the living room right now?
No.
Okay.
I just have children in this house.
Okay. That was just super loud. I was like, are you just laying on the couch?
No. She doesn't have to stay out of my room.
Jacoby, what do you say is, like, in your opinion, the best way with kind of dealing with really any form of mental illness?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I'm still dealing with many forms myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be the best person to give that advice.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like coping and really dealing with mental illnesses, it really, like...
Coping and dealing are two very different things.
I know. But I feel like they really just kind of, like, depend on, like... This is gonna sound really, like... It's gonna sound really bad of me. But it's honestly the truth. It really just depends on your price range.
Yeah.
Like, what you have money-wise. I was gonna say monetarily, but it's like, that doesn't really make sense. I guess it does when I put it that way. But, what you have financially really Really, another creeper.
Well, with that being said, that's why, like, I'm very proud of companies out there like BetterHelp and...
Oh, yeah.
There's a few other ones that are really just, they give affordable mental health help, like...
I was literally being spawn trapped by a skeleton.
Sounds fun.
There's my opinion. Excuse me. Yeah, no, BetterHelp is very good. Kind of think like other... like mental health like, platforms. I guess platform's not really the word. That's a creeper. I don't know. I lost my train of thought because
there's BetterHelp, there's Teledoc, there's Talkspace, Amwell, OpenPath.
See, BetterHelp's really the only one I'm familiar with.
BetterHelp is the only one I've used personally.
Yeah. The fact, like, just the fact that BetterHelp legitimately, like, sponsors YouTube channels that, like, that right there tells you just how much they care about people. Because they are basically risking their own sort of public image to partner with these people that are reaching a wide audience of people that could potentially need mental health. But then again, the opposite could also be said of like, oh yeah, they're reaching out to the channels that if you watch, you're going to need mental help. So that's a hilarious idea to think about. Hey, this video got a BetterHelp ad because you're gonna need it after this video. I don't know. I mean, I feel like mental health is really just like one of the biggest struggles in most people. It's great. Like, we really do live in a sort of mind over matter society. Where, like, you can't really let things get to you, because then it's like, you know, you get fired from your job for missing or conveying certain emotions while on the job. It's just, it's kind of a toxic world we live in. What was I talking about? I lost my train of thought.
Mental health awareness.
Yeah, but like, right before I said what I just said.
BetterHelp.
No, it wasn't BetterHelp. There was something else I was talking about.
Targeted BetterHelp ads.
There was something after that. Darn me and my goldfish brain. Yeah. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, mental health problems are, honestly, they're way too common, now more than ever. You know, the amount of people living in the United States currently with some form of anxiety or depression it's concerning. And, you know, it's definitely a topic that's not being brought up as much as it really should be. You know, there's all these other topics that people focus on because they're more, I don't want to say immediate problems, but they definitely are, they're more, see, I don't know how to put it.
They're more deeply conveyed, like they're more publicly, openly talked about.
Yeah.
They're made more aware of than mental.
Yeah. It's like,
you're more aware of other things.
I don't know worldwide, but I can honestly say, in the region where I live, See, I can't say that word on YouTube.
Seppuku?
Yeah, that one. I could say that one. Let's just say a good couple of years ago. Man, I want to say 6 or 7 years ago. There was a very large spike in mental health related fatalities. I think that's the best way to put it. Seppuku just sounds, it's comedic, it's not really taking the topic as seriously as it needs to be.
It was just the first word I could think of.
No, you're good, man. You're good. And it was a very big... No, it hadn't been longer than 5 years ago, because it was Obama was still in office.
About 10 years ago.
Something like that, jeez. That was long ago, but mental health was a very big problem in the area where I grew up. And there wasn't really anything... Really anybody knew how to deal with it. There are counseling programs near here. There are, help groups near here. But I honestly think, in my personal opinion, a lot of my own personal mental health problems, really besides like the social anxiety, kind of stems just from like a lack of like faith in my life, I would say. I feel like in this modern day and age, your average teenager is much further away from any form of faith than they have been really throughout human history, American history especially. You have this sort of society now of, churches, synagogues, mosques, the really formative years of a person's life aren't spent in these places. They're spent online, exposed to other things.
I'd like to add on to that if I can.
Go right ahead.
In a society today where proof of almost anything right at your fingertips, faith is hard for a lot of people to have.
Yeah.
To believe in something that you cannot prove is just not a concept. A lot of teenagers, even young adults and kids today, just don't understand believing in what you can't prove.
Yeah, believing something that you can't physically touch or physically see is
I
just...
wouldn't physically touch or see, just something that there's no concrete proof. You can't Google, does it exist, and the answer be yes.
Okay, the fact that there's a literal cult that worships Skibbity Toilet tells me that the touch and see has something to do with faith in the modern era.
100%.
Yeah. It's like, now more than ever we really have this culture of, if I can't prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt, it doesn't exist. Which is sort of weird, because you have this kind of idea about faith, but then you also have this sort of culture of guilty till proven innocent. In, the political realm right now. You have this sort of X person, it's immediately believed and they're immediately hated until it's actually proven, but yet you won't believe in a religion that's existed for thousands of years simply because it can't be proven? It makes no real sense to me. But no, I completely agree with you, Kobe. never thought we would delve into faith on this podcast.
That's what it's for, man.
Yeah, I feel like faith is like really faith and politics are really the two things I've tried my best to stay away from.
Well, and there's a difference between talking about your own faith, your own beliefs and religions, and just conveying like a lack of faith in society.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
and I definitely think, like, to be honest, it's difficult to talk about mental health in a nutshell without ending up talking about faith and politics. There's a lot of policies and laws that could be changed to better help people with mental illnesses. And I'm not even going to cater to the, oh yeah, you know, people with mental illness shouldn't have firearms bandwagon conspiracy, you know?
Well, and where I would like to go with that is, I 100% agree with you, and a lot of what could be done is, there's so many, like, business given, like, go to your job, your workplace, there's not a lot offered through workers' insurance, like, along the lines of mental health nowadays.
Yeah, I feel like
some of the bigger companies do offer it, but your little mom and pop shops, places that you work that give you insurance, a lot of it doesn't cover therapy or mental health.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, a lot of both companies and really just health insurance in general, I feel like it focuses more of physical health than mental health. Because it's like, oh yeah, let's get you to live till 100 so we can make as much money off you as possible. If you get dementia or depression, or bipolar depression between here and there, hey, we just get to make more money off of you with medication.
But listen, like, to me, and this is gonna sound kind of messed up, but to me, living to 100, living to 120, whatever, however long you live, if you're not enjoying your time alive, then what is the purpose of extending your life like that?
Yeah,
If they're focused also on mental health, what is the purpose of focusing physical health?
yeah, it really boils down to like quality of life. Like I've heard people our age legitimately say, "Hey, I turn 85, shoot me, kill me, put me out of my misery." That's a legitimate thing I've heard from people my own age. Because in all reality, we now, you know, the life expectancy for, you know, people here in America is greater. It is more possible if you really, you know, try and eat healthy, try to be healthy, just take care of yourself, really. It's considerably possible now to make it to, you know, 85, 90 years of age. But a lot of people who are the ones who are, and it's really the sad thing, the majority of the individuals who are going to make it to 95 due to their, like, healthy sport, by myself, I can't go to the bathroom by myself, put me out of my misery. Well, I'm sorry, buddy, but you're the one that's playing basketball, playing sports. You're the one that's gonna make it to 90. Just because you've made better health decisions. I feel like it really comes down to, like, would you rather have a long and meaningless life or a short but full
Meaningful.
life? Yeah. It's like, I would love to have a long life. I'd love to live to 100 to see, you know, things come and go, see new inventions. But at the same time, you know, if I really don't enjoy those, you know, really 50 golden years leading up to the latter 50, you know, what's the reason to continue in those latter 50?
Yeah, and that's kind of the point I was pressing.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
It's really just, No, no, mental health's a fun topic. It's a very good topic. See, saying fun topic makes it sound like it's not a serious, like, epidemic. And, like...
It's a concept and a topic that you can go very in-depth with very easily.
Yeah.
Because it's a very big concern.
Yeah, and again, like, this is a disclaimer I feel like we really should have put on every single podcast, but I'm definitely going to put it on this episode. Neither me, Jacoby, Star, none of us are experts in any field. None of us have gone to college, have any sort of degrees. We are simply three people who are passionate about certain topics and who enjoy talking about these topics here on stream live for your viewer enjoyment. And if you're watching this on YouTube, again, this is done for you guys. You know, we're up past midnight, we're up at hours that most people are asleep, talking about these topics, hoping that someday somebody somewhere hears this conversation and realizes, you know, I can fix something in my own life. This is our way of basically trying to help people who've suffered the same problems we've suffered. So, there's the disclaimer. We're not experts. We're not certified experts, but we are experts through life experience. There you go. But no,
I think in a way, everyone in life that's really been through the mud, basically, they have experience with this topic. They know a lot about it, but not everyone knows how to get that help, how to speak up about it. They're not comfortable speaking up about it.
Yeah.
They're not comfortable sharing this information. And in my opinion, us talking about this, if it helps a single person open up about their own problems, even if it's just with us in the comments, any way we can help, and if anything we does helps you, helps anyone, that's a win in my book.
Yeah. And I want to actually tie that into a topic we have talked about before here on the Minecast. If a single person watching this video has found this video helpful in any sense in their own life, me and Jacoby have done our good deed daily. If you know, you know. I get like teary every time I mention anything to do with Boy Scouts. I don't know why that is.
I know. I know why.
Yeah. And it's honestly like, I definitely think that's another thing. Regret's another lovely topic. Because, you know, while I am only, Jesus, I'm 19. I almost said 18. I'm 19 now. Wow. While I am only 19 years old, I do have quite a few regrets. The greatest regret probably in my life is just, it's not spending enough time with my mother before she passed. It's more of spending more quality time with my mother, because I spent a lot of time with my mother, but I didn't really spend a lot of memorable time with her. Like, there are memories, don't get me wrong, when I think about things me and my mother did together. But there's also, like, they're few and far between. There's a lot that I've forgotten already. And it's only been a few years. Like, I started dating Star just a few months prior to my mother passing away. And I can honestly say Star was a very big help in my dealing with that grief. You know, I wouldn't say that if I hadn't been with Star, I wouldn't be here today. Because I don't want to say that. I don't want people to think that I don't want to think personally that it would have ever came to that. But they could have. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's my greatest regret. Another regret I really do have is, like, I had so many opportunities through Boy Scouts. I know it's Scouts now, but I guess I should say Scouts instead now. Scouts is such a great way to allow yourself a lot of very good opportunities. You know, they say this in Scouts. If you've ever been in Scouts, you've heard this. If you, a Boy Scout who has attained the rank of Eagle Scout, applies for a job, and some other guy who isn't an Eagle Scout applies for that job, the Eagle Scout's more likely of getting that job. That's a thing that we're told in Scouts, and honestly, it's true. It really is. I'm dead. I'm dead again. Oh. One Heart Warrior! Hoorah! That zombie just... wall hacks.
His brother came to avenge him.
Spawn camping!
Aimbot!
I swear, zombies in Minecraft are worse than the people we play Fortnite with. Jesus. That zombie had a grapple blade. You see how quickly he moved towards me? Oh god!
Oh, wow.
It reminds me of, like, if I could stop dying, that'd be great now. But, Jesus, what was I talking about? But yeah, no, Scouts, honestly, is a wonderful opportunity. If you are a child, I guess I shouldn't say child, if you are a person watching this and you have the opportunity to join Scouts, to be involved with Scouts, whether it's at the Cub Scout level or it's at higher levels, Scouting is definitely worth being a part of. And I think I regret missing out on a lot of the opportunities that I did miss out on. I could have gone to the Grand Canyon. I could have visited Washington, D.C. There were a lot of trips that I could have gotten to go on had I just taken the initiative and went. And I did not. I kind of grew up, like, restricted life. I didn't really leave the house a lot as a small child. And then as I kind of got older, I definitely was more of a stay with my family. I didn't, like, I would go to friends' houses, but I didn't really like going places without someone in my family. And that kind of prevented me from going on a few of the trips that I could have went on. But I definitely, like, not even trips. I think my biggest regret, and this kind of ties in with, like, my talking about past relationships on the Minecast. I wish I had focused more on Scouts than on the relationships I was in at the time. I mean, Jacoby personally can vouch that I did not focus at all, really, in scout meetings. While I was in a few of the relationships that I was in. One relationship I was in, she actually lived close to where Scouts was held. And what that would result in is I would see her before and after Scout meetings. So, going into Scout meetings, I was very distracted. Towards the end of Scout meetings, I was in a hurry to get out to go see her. And, I wish I'd focused more on the things I was being taught in Scouts, the merit badges I could have gotten. I could have very easily actually gotten my Eagle Scout by the time my mom passed away. If I had just really focused and did what I needed to be doing. But instead I was distracted. I was worrying about really people I shouldn't have been worrying about at the time. And yeah. So I think that's honestly my biggest regret, is just giving that specific ex the time of day. Looking back at it now, she did not deserve anything from me. But at the time I thought very differently. Scobie, do you have any exes you feel that way about?
He got disconnected.
Okay. You trying to get back in?
Wi-Fi won't work.
We have to finish the rest of the stream.
To do anything.
We have to finish the rest of the stream without him. I'm gonna be sad. I thought I don't like spending time with Star. Jacoby's a guru. He gets more in depth with a lot of the conversations. I honestly feel like I could just say like mud or something like that to Jacoby and he'd somehow be able to make a conversation out of it. That's just my thoughts. Star, do you have any fun stories about mud?
I don't know. I know when I was younger I kept playing in mud. Oh, actually, like when we went camping and stuff.
The baby turtle!
Like four-wheeling, I'd go right through it.
The baby
Then our last
turtle!
trip, when I went up north, I managed to get me and a friend stuck in mud. And I had the bright idea of trying to back up or go forward, and that was definitely a very bad idea.
You just dig yourself in
I got
deeper.
her covered in mud.
Oh, jeez. I had a cousin, I think, got a four-wheeler stuck in mud. And his dad was, like, trying to help him get unstuck. But rather than, like, waiting and listening to, like, what his dad was saying, he just kept, like, revving it. And was just chucking mud into his dad's face. And didn't realize it, like, till afterwards. And his dad had, like, just got off work, was wearing, like, a nice white shirt. Completely ruined.
Ew.
That was bad.
But yeah, I didn't even know I was making my friend all muddy.
He legitimately just messaged me on, like, actual text message. He's telling me that his Wi-Fi cut out. That's immaculate. My nose itches. And I'm hoping that does not mean I'm about to sneeze. I don't like sneezing.
I shouldn't be allowed to sneeze.
Why?
It's very scary.
Ah,
Bless you.
there it goes. Oh, that hurt. That was like a full body, like, sneeze. Star, did you know that your heart actually stops for a second when you sneeze?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
I'm surprised you haven't found another friend yet on Minecraft.
If Jacoby was here, he could either confirm or deny the fact that sneezing stops your heart. But he's not here, so I'm gonna go with the fact that it does, because I was told that once, and I have no way of proving it wrong. Oh, excuse me.
Well, I don't know. I've never heard that.
I don't know. Anyway, me and Rogue streamed Enlisted tonight. And let's just say it was interesting. Because they couldn't hear me because he had me on an Xbox party. For some reason, when I'm on my phone, my audio through the stream, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you forgot to click include party audio or what. But,
I did forget that.
they just could not hear me. So I was saying the most absurd, out-of-pocket stuff humanly possible.
Sounds fun.
For no reason. I was out there, bruh. Jacoby Jones, Jacoby Jones. Star, how much glass did you need for that, greenhouse build again?
Are you sure you want to know?
Mm-hmm.
718, which is 11 stacks and 14.
I definitely have enough.
Oh, my.
It's just gonna take a long time to smelt.
So you're thinking of making that?
Maybe. We'll see.
I wish you the best of luck.
Isn't that
You
hard?
should really do.
Huh.
Try to find, Brain, a dripstone cave to have an unlimited water source.
Every water source is an unlimited water source, Star.
Wait, how did this happen?
What?
I managed to record a clip on my...
Wait, what?
It's just that clip recorded. Oh.
You just accidentally started recording on your phone.
No, from the Xbox.
Oh, on the Xbox? What?
I don't know what. I was sitting AFK watching the stream. How the heck did this happen? What? Now it's saying there's not. What? Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. It wasn't recording. I accidentally took a screenshot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a screenshot button on the controller.
I'm very, very smart.
I am too.
Oh dear. I'm losing it.
And that's where Jacoby goes, no you're not.
Like I was saying, before me absolutely losing my mind, and I can't speak English properly. Yeah, you should try to find a dripstone cave to get an infinite lava source, since lava bucket smelts 100 blocks. That would be easier for all the glass.
I have birch in a birch farm. I think I'm fine.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Coal and charcoal only smelt 8 items at a time.
Star.
What?
As I've said, I have a lot of birch. Wait. Yeah, okay. So if I do 11 stacks of birch planks, I'll be able to make 11 stacks of glass. Right?
I don't know, because for wood and stuff like that, it'll go down quicker than you would have coal, charcoal, and any other fuel source.
Yeah, but how quick?
Give me a second, and I will.
Thank you. See, Jacoby's our guru. Star's just the Minecraft expert.
Well, I don't know things like that.
Me and Jacoby talk about fun topics while Star helps me actually learn how to play Minecraft.
It says you can smelt 1.5 items per wood block,
So
but I don't feel like that's true.
Why? Seems about accurate to me.
Why? I'm just very confused. I keep getting notifications on here talking about screenshots and clip recording. What?
Is your controller turned on?
Yeah, because I'm on Minecraft. Like, I don't understand what's happening.
Turning. Star, which do you think is faster? A wheel of cheese or a turtle? But they're both rolling down a hill.
Oh, rolling. Oh, maybe. I don't know, because you have one that is like actually round, and I feel like the turtle would just have a bumpy ride.
I mean, if it was like on its side, it would be technically like cut around as well. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't actually know.
I feel like depending on what kind of turtle, I feel like the cheese would win. Simply because like a wheel of cheese weighs a lot, so you have more mass behind it. Most turtles don't weigh that much, so it's like they're not gonna be going that fast.
Well, depends on the turtle.
That's why I said depends on the turtle. Man, you got like a Galapagos tortoise rolling downhill on its side, brother. Get out the way. That thing's...
I don't even know. Yeah, but I don't think a Galapagos tortoise can even go anywhere.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, they are very large. Like, I don't think that would work well.
Imagine someday, like, tortoises just, like, decide to start rolling to get around properly. Like, suddenly one day, turtle just discovers it's faster to go downhill on its side. And from then forth, every turtle just rolls everywhere it goes. Like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my.
What?
Male Galapagos tortoises can weigh up to 600 pounds, and a female can weigh up to 200.
Calling him fat? What do you?
Nothing. I don't nothing.
Poor turtle. Getting called fat.
So where we used to live, like, years ago, we had just moved to a house, and there was a giant hole in the backyard, which we thought was, like, a fox den.
It was just a big old turtle.
But, well, technically it wasn't large. It was, like, a very young juvenile. But, I mean, I guess you'd still call it, like, a baby, because it took probably over 2 years for it to actually get fully grown. It was a gopher tortoise.
Oh, I never heard those. He's just not even in the chat anymore. He may have generally left.
Probably.
He may have
Well,
generally...
you never know. He could have even fallen asleep again.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. I think he was just like, you know what? Wi-Fi's not gonna work. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Won't be the first time that's happened. They call him No Show Jones. Seldom ever on. Could be playing Fortnite right now, but instead I'm here playing Minecraft alone. I guess I'm not alone. Star is here.
I'm just now realizing something.
What?
You never said anything in the chat.
What do you mean?
In your live chat.
I thought one of you did it for me.
You know what? We're putting it in the little way.
Tell Jacoby he's fired next time you see him.
I think I should be. Wait, I hope you know if you don't do it, I'm the one that.
He did it for me once. Because when he does it for me, he actually signs in on my account, if you wanted. Doesn't really matter to me.
It doesn't really matter. I also learned it's better to have the planks as a fuel source than the oak log, for whatever reason.
Well,
At least
yeah.
not the same amount of items. But since you get 4 each, I guess.
Yeah, you get 4 logs per... Or you get 4 planks per log. Why wouldn't it be better?
I just don't use wood as a fuel source unless I'm trying to get charcoal.
I only ever use wood.
Which I think you can only use logs to get charcoal. I don't think you can use planks.
You use logs and planks if you want. You put logs at the top, planks on the bottom.
Oh, never knew that.
Yeah. That way you use less wood. At least I think
Also,
that's...
Say you have like a tree farm. What are you supposed to do when a hive just randomly spawns? Because I mean, right now I keep my world peaceful, so it's not the end of the world, but I don't want that, and I don't have silk touch, and I don't have,
So you tend to just leave the tree alone.
I mean, unless I make a hive and, like, lead them to a new home.
Bees in Minecraft are like the Lorax in Dr. Seuss. They speak for the trees. For some reason, they're speaking Vietnamese.
Oh, want to know the weird thing with me having a hive?
Sure.
They have a rare chance of actually spawning, and it was one of the few trees that I actually planted. Like, I don't know the odds of that. Actually, I'm looking it up.
Hello, Mr. Drowned. You wish you could go in my pond. But you can't. 'Cause you're a nerd! You know, I shaved today and it feels really nice. I don't know why, like, every time I shave, I get this, like, boost in confidence. It's like, I'm clean. Everything about my body's clean now.
Okay, that was a recording of me just AFK staring at a tree. What the heck?
How did you randomly start a recording?
I don't know, I never pushed the button. Unless, I mean, is there a way, like, if you hold down the capture button?
I don't know. I'm wondering if, like... See, you're the only one with an Xbox, right?
Out of who?
Like, your household.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like your sister's on, like, playing an Xbox and she forgot to resync the controller or anything. It would have to be you.
Yeah, but I don't know how I managed that.
So I've had that happen. I've had, like, Brandon, like...
to capture and share, if I can speak English properly, and literally put record.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's super weird.
Like, I don't understand how that managed to happen. Yeah, it is a literal recording.
I wonder if I can find a jungle temple.
Jungle temples are actually pretty rare.
Ooh.
You can even have a fairly large jungle, and you're not gonna find one.
Yeah, see, I feel like with Minecraft, I feel like things, like buildings shouldn't be as rare, but like the loot inside them should be more rare. Like, I feel like every jungle should have a temple, but like have it be like a very low chance of like getting like good things from said temple.
Yeah.
Like, increase the rarity of good drops, while also like decreasing the rarity of the temples.
Yeah, but also if you pay attention, each temple, or you have jungle temples and desert temples, they normally have good loot in them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason why they're so rare.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they always have like very good loot, just here and there.
I mean, it really depends how far you are in your world, to be honest. I mean, realistically, a saddle and, like, stuff like that, that's considered good loot to a lot of players if they're early on in their server.
I also realized there's something unfortunate about my world I'm on now.
What?
I came across, and so where I live, there are several caves. One of them, because I was trying to find iron and get dripstone, I found the deep dark biome.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there's a mine shaft in another cave. So pretty much I have a good area that I live in, but the fact that there's a deep dark with the skull sensors.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
Yeah, I would be too. I mean, I've never even seen the deep dark.
I never came across one in the survival world.
Yeah.
I mean, that's scary. Also, the fact that he has to be the most OP mob in the game.
The warden, yeah.
I mean, he can break. You can have full netherite armor with enchantments, and he has to hit you once or twice. And you just die.
Yeah. How do you even kill him?
I don't know. And at a point, like, have you seen, he'll run away. Like, he'll start doing a digging thing, and he just disappears.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you're supposed... I mean, even projectiles wouldn't be that much power against him.
I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Oh, God. I don't know why I'm so tired. Actually, yeah, I do. I woke up at 12 today to do a recording session. I got pushed to 1. And ended up not even going well.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, like, we had some technical difficulties. For whatever reason, I just could not record either of the games we decided to play. It would not let me... Actually, I shouldn't talk about this on stream, because that spoils Friday's video for the mobile channel. No spoilers! Actually, you know what? I will do spoilers. If you've watched this far into the video, you've earned it. We tried doing PUBG Mobile. Would not allow me to record. So we did, it allowed him to record, and the funny thing with his recording, because he was screen recording, for whatever reason, it did not include his audio. So it was his footage with my audio. You couldn't hear him talking, you could only hear me. And that's just going to get uploaded Friday. And then we got on Call of Duty Mobile. I tried to record that and it didn't work. And then we realized that because Jacoby has a new account, he doesn't even have Battle Royale unlocked, which is what we were going to play. So we just decided to play some off camera. I did learn my phone has a secondary screen record feature I did not know about. Rogue actually informed me of that. Some of the widgets, like when you go up to the top. I didn't know about it. So, basically what that means is me and Jacoby can now do either PUBG or COD Mobile for the second channel and have it actually record properly and have it be recorded on my phone rather than his. But I'm hoping I don't run into the issue that Jacoby had where y'all wouldn't be able to hear my audio, because then it'd be my footage, my gameplay, but his audio. You'd only be able to hear him talking. I don't know. We'll get it figured out for future mobile videos. I should have Contest of Champions up and ready by next Monday. And then hopefully I have some other videos for next Wednesday and Friday. I really don't want to do another session like that, because I also couldn't get my Xbox controller to work for whatever reason. I synced it, and it was working on PUBG Mobile, but my movement stick was not working at all. Now that may just be because of the stick drift, because I broke the stick. I don't know. And then the right stick was inverted. So when I looked up, my character looked down. When I looked down, my character looked up. So left stick did not work, right stick was inverted for PUBG Mobile, and then it just would not work at all for COD Mobile. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm going to try playing with controller on a Roblox game here in the next couple of days. Because if it works on a Roblox game, then that tells me it just isn't going to work for those two games. If it doesn't work on the Roblox games, that just means I've broken my controller to the point where it's not going to work on mobile games. So, I'll test that on my own time off camera. But, we'll see. I don't really need my controller for any mobile game. I can easily play mobile games how mobile games are intended to be played. But, I just rather have my controller for a lot of mobile games. That's like Jacoby was like, this is why I hate mobile games. If I had a controller, I would actually be enjoying this right now when we were playing COD Mobile. I'm like, yeah. We get it. I don't mind a lot of mobile games. And it's like, I really wish there was a Star Wars game like Earth Wars or like Contest of Champions. Because, like, the only Star Wars game that I actually like that's mobile is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And the problem with Galaxy of Heroes is there's no, like, crystal system. There's no system of, like, opening crystals, packs, whatever, to, like, obtain characters. Which is, like, the whole thing. I really, like, that's my preferable genre of mobile game right now. It's collection games. It's games where, you know, it's kind of like Pokemon. Like, you gotta catch them all. Like, I'm sure if I played enough Pokemon Go to have, like, weekly or bi-weekly, like, egg hatches, I would do some sort of egg hatch video for the Hounds Workshop channel. But I just don't. And I don't play Pokemon Go at all, to be honest. Yeah, it's like, huh?
Play Pokemon Go.
You play Pokemon Go every day?
You have to go places to play Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah. It's a joke because I don't leave the house. But, huh?
Said you're agoraphobic.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, I'm a lot more into collection type games where I can, you know, do crystal openings, shard openings, whatever, on video, on camera, collect certain characters. And there's not really a Star Wars game with that kind of aspect. So I could easily play, like, with Marvel, there's a few different games. There's, I think it's like Marvel First Strike. It's by Netmarble. No, wait. I don't remember. There's like 3 Marvel games that I could play. There's Transformers Earth Wars, of course, for Transformers, and then there's a game called Transformers Forged Fight. The problem with that is, in 2022, I think, the rights to Forged Fight were bought by Netflix. So now, even if you had an account prior, you are now required to have a Netflix account to play that game. I don't use Netflix. I have no need for Netflix. So I just cannot play that game. I really think that's dumb. Like, making... It'd be like if Disney made you have a Disney Plus account to, like, play any Disney game. Like, the next Star Wars game comes out and you have to have a Disney Plus account. I think it's dumb. I don't think that should be a thing. It's cool having, like, a streaming platform partner with a game, but, I just think it's very, very stupid. Because Forged Fight was originally made by Kabam, which is the same company behind Marvel Contest of Champions, a game that I do play actively on Hounds Workshop, the second channel. A game I really enjoy. And I've really enjoyed Forged Fight for years and years, but at some point I stopped playing it, and then when I went to come back to play it, it's owned by Netflix now, and you need a Netflix account. So, there's my mobile game rant out of the way. Oh, further rant. Skylanders. Why you do this to me? So, I get it. You know, money's amazing. We all love making money here at Hound LLC. But, I can only understand so much. So, the very neat thing with Skylanders is your Wii portal won't work for PlayStation or Xbox. Your Xbox portal won't work for PlayStation or Wii. Your PlayStation portal won't work for Xbox or Wii. Meaning, we own a Wii and PlayStation portal, but do not own an Xbox portal. Therefore, we cannot play Skylanders Imaginators on an Xbox. And to buy an Imaginator's portal, at least, for an Xbox, is like $60. The same portal for a PlayStation's $40. It's $20 more to simply just play on Xbox. I don't understand it. We own every Skylanders game up until Superchargers, I think. Superchargers and Imaginators are the two we do not own for the Wii. I don't actually know if those two ever came out for the Wii. Those may have been Wii U by then. But, regardless, we have all those games for the Wii, and we have all those portals for the Wii, and we got a PlayStation portal from a friend of mine, but we just can't play Imaginators because we don't have the portal. Because me and Rogue were going to play Skylanders Imaginators on stream for you guys. And Skylanders just said no. Because we tried both portals. So. Rogue did say for, like, when I start working to check out Trap Team portals for an Xbox. Just because the Trap Team portal should work. And it's just a nicer portal all around. But I gotta get it out of my system. Like, I understand